Ooh. Recording in progress.
You sounded just like her. Recording in progress. Good afternoon, everyone. We'll get started here at the top of the hour. We've got a couple of minutes. Enjoy our lovely photos while you wait.
Some of these photos are kind of old, aren't they?
Yeah, I just took the, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. How do I get it back? Okay. I just took the photos that I thought were cutest. Like, I think these guys are so adorable.
They are adorable.
Plus, I love my old Richard. Can't get rid of him because he's my vet. That was back in the day when we could utilize our veteran loans.
That's true.
I have a feeling I'm going to be a bit tongue twisted today. Don't ask me why. I guess it's because the sun ain't shining outside. I don't know, but I'm like blah 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 blah. So
has the weather started changing there?
Yes. So leaves are now just starting to fall. You know, it's fall. It's I know you used to like the fall, but
the fall until it gets wet, then I don't like it anymore.
We've had actually pretty nice weather in the Pacific Northwest, so it's good. I got three little pumpkins. Look at, I'll show you. Look at my little pumpkins.
Oh, those are cute. Yeah.
They're that's as far Halloweeny as I'm going to be able to make it this year. So trying. Are your kiddos getting excited for the holidays?
Oh yeah, we're gonna start decorating for Halloween this weekend.
Of course.
And my mom will be visiting for Halloween this year. So
awesome.
It's gonna be a grand old time. My daughter has already decided what she would like to be.
What does she want to be?
A fairy.
Of course.
A fairy that wears a crown. I'm like, okay. Princess fairy.
Princess fairy. Make her the tooth fairy.
Yeah, that's what she should be.
Yeah. That's what I would do. Okay, guys, let's see, what time is it? It's 12 o'clock. We'll wait till 1 minute after, just to allow a few more folks to sign in. And it's 1 minute after. So
awesome.
Without further ado, my name is Brenda Lukes, and I am at the Southwest Washington branch, which is located in Woodland. And this is my co-host in crime.
My name is Justina Thorson, and I'm a home ownership counselor in Tempe, Arizona.
Now, Justina used to be my partner here at the Woodland branch, and her family recently got the opportunity to relocate. So she hopped across this United States a bit and ended up in Arizona, but still with Adair. So we are very happy that we still have you.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. And today, to co-host with Brenda, I'm going to be fielding all of your lovely questions. Please ask us questions. We love to get them. There is a Q&A box on the bottom of your screen, so just make sure you're typing your questions in there, because that's where I'll be looking for them, and don't use the chat function.
Yeah, this is your opportunity to ask that Stump the Justina and Brenda question. We do love getting questions. We both feel very strongly about educating our customers so that you're smart in the building industry. And this is one way that we can accomplish that. What you're seeing in front of you are all the builds, or not all of them, but some of the builds. We do always have photos of our customers. Those photos follow through with your order so that everyone that touches this order in Adair Homes remembers that it is a human being, a family that we are working with, not just a number. So without further ado, if I can get out of this. Where did that go? Oh, help me. There we go. Okay, I apologize. So today, I'm so excited about this virtual tour. It is so cute. It is the Oswego, and I know I said it's cute, but it's a lovely home. It's a beautiful size. We are going to see a home that was built here in Woodland by one of my customers, and I hope they're happy with the home. Last I heard they were. It is a fairly standard home, but there are some upgrades, so we're going to be able to look at all of them. What you're looking at right in front of you is our website, adairhomes.com. And on the website, you can find all of the floor plans and the actual pricing in your area. We'll pop back to this later and show you how to do that. But scrolling down, you do see that at our branch, it starts at $303,499. And you've got all kinds of great information. You've got the footprint, you've got the exterior options. In construction language, we call this elevations. The particular customer today is building, I believe, was it the signature? Yes, the signature elevation without stone. So this will be their elevation. We've got all the features that come with that particular home. And then the great thing that we've started to do is add photos of customer homes. We usually have a 3D virtual tour, which is kind of fun to get a feel for the inside. And then we also have virtual open house links. So this is one that Justina and I did. This is one of your homes, right? This is a great house. I love this footprint.
I love that house. This is actually one of my favorite floor plans that we offer because I feel like it's so functional and it feels so much larger inside than it is, but it's a really manageable square footage. Like not everybody wants a huge house.
Yeah.
Like, people want like a medium-sized home, and I love this one.
It's a great footprint. I like it too. So what we're going to do first is look at the footprint of this home. Again, it's the Oswego floor plan. It's 1,952 square feet. When you build a home with a homeownership counselor at Adair, when you've chosen your footprint of the home, then you'll do what's called a red line. And this is a red line for our customer, so you can see the changes that they made. Again, not huge changes. We went ahead and did a vault, which you'll see shortly. They added some lights to their great room as well as some floor outlets. They added pendant lights to their kitchen, a patio cover. They added cabinetry above their washer and dryer, as well as a utility sink. They pulled out the soaking tub, the tub shower surround, and they put in a tiled shower. It's lovely. It's really cute. And then they went ahead and they upgraded some of the flooring in the home. Traditionally, our great rooms are carpeted as well as all the bedrooms. And this particular family wanted to have luxury vinyl plank, which will take care of the main common area of the home. They stayed with vinyl in the bathrooms and the utility room, the mechanical room, to save a little bit of money. And without further ado, let's take a look at their actual concept. So we went from a red line to the concept, and in the concept, you see the actual changes are now in their footprint. Like here's their lights, their flooring, their patio. Okay. This is a 3-bedroom den with the open living dining concept. It does have its own separate mechanical room, and there's a reason for that. In this particular house, we had space, and in the state of Washington and Oregon, the new energy code requires our furnaces to be in conditioned space. So a really commonly asked question is, well, I want my furnace in the garage. The house I have right now has it in the garage or in the attic. We can't do that any longer unless we make that area conditioned space, which means it does have to have the ventilation from the heating unit. So in this particular case, we could add it into the shop. It's a big change. going from there, I want to hop back really quick because I want to show how things change. Along with the Oswego, this particular customer wanted to add a 2-car garage that was independent of the house. So it's our freestanding garage at 720 square feet. When we priced everything out, it was just too much for their budget. So they went ahead and dropped it. But that's just to let you know how flexible we are here at Adair Homes.
And Brenda, it looks like they actually flipped the orientation of the house too, because the red line, the garage was on the opposite side. Was that
You're right.
Site conditions, or what was
That? Was
behind?
exactly. It was their site conditions. Great catch, Justina. So you see the garage is on the left side. When we did the property evaluation with this customer, we found that placing it on the right side would save them a little bit of money because it was higher ground. And this particular lot did have some slope and additional foundation costs for them. You can see here when we got to the concept, that was one that they were going to sign before they just went into the formal order. We moved it to the right side. Good catch, Justina. So here is their home. And you can see the signature elevation. I'm going to pop this nice and big, and we are going to begin going through.
Love that.
I want to point out right off the bat, this customer decided to go in what we called turnkey at the time. This time, we no longer use turnkey, we use site services because it truly wasn't everything done. And you would think turnkey means everything. Site services, though, all of this concrete that you see in front of you is done by Adair Homes under that specific program. In the program of owner to do, which most customers do, you'd be responsible for this yourself. So you go ahead and get a bid for the concrete work outside of the house. Here's the entry. Look at it, isn't it pretty? They were just at the tip of our new program. So they had painting, or they had Adair paint. We did just standard clean white paint in the inside, and the outside they did choose those particular colors in our paint swatches. Why this goes to the bedrooms first, I don't know. Normally we go into the main areas, but we're taking a tour of the bedrooms and the den. So here we are entering the little den. I just want to point out in this particular room that they have a standard floor carpet. It is in the color haze. This carpet, they did upgrade with from a 6-pound to an 8-pound pad. It's about $500. Well worth money spent. Every one of my customers that has carpet, I ask them to get that. It does improve the longevity and wear and tear of your carpet, and it feels really nice under your feet. This customer elected to do a windowsill, and they upgraded their trim. If you did not, you would receive a colonial trim, which is a little bit smaller, and your windows would just come drywall cased. You're seeing some blue sticky tape. That's because Adair painted the home, and those are touch-ups that we are completing prior to final walk. This is their master bedroom. It's a really nice sized room. I don't have the footprint printed in front of me, so I can't give you dimensions. I'm going to stop right here because I want to point something out that I think is pretty cool. These lights, they're the surface mounted lights. They can be exchanged now under our new program, a 1-for-1 exchange for an LED surface mounted light, which is just like a recessed. It's just like a can light. It does give out quite a bit of light, may not give out as much as this one. If I were with the customer, I'd recommend that they do 2 surface mounts if they don't want those big lights that are up there.
So would I.
It really modernizes the home and updates it.
And this primary suite is a 17 by 18.
That's huge.
Mhm.
I want to point out something also before we head into the master bathroom. This space right here, if you were to build this home today, this space would be filled with a mounted soaking tub. It's a drop-in mounted soaking tub that would have tile all around it. It's lovely. At the time of this build, it was optional and they chose not to put that in.
So our first question is going to be about ceiling height. What is the ceiling height in this home?
So this customer built to the standard ceiling height, I believe. When we get to the kitchen, I can confirm that. Our standard ceiling height is 8 feet tall. It's truly 8 feet. It's not a 7'6" like many builders who call their 8 feet ceilings 8 feet. They did vault this house, so it does open up the great room and living room. I'm looking really quickly at the order just to see if they did the 9 foot, but I don't.
They didn't.
They did not. Okay,
Nope.
so this is an 8 foot ceiling height. This is a good shot of the trim that they chose, which was Craftsman trim. It's really simple and clean. And we got an almost standard setup that we're looking at right here at these sinks. The faucets are standard brushed nickel. The countertop is a laminate countertop in a high definition. It's a minimal cost. It's about $1,000 maybe to do the whole house.
Yeah.
They chose, I believe this is Marmo Blanco, but do you
It
have
is.
it?
It's the Marmo Bianco.
Is it Marmo Bianco? It's awesome. I love it. You're seeing above mounted sinks. That is because that has to go in with the laminate countertops. They did choose a special backsplash in this particular case that they carried over to the ribbon in their custom shower. And beautiful shower. They chose.
It looks like a sandstorm.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it because they did a pretty big change order and changed some of their colors at final selection. The backsplash is rolling fog. It's called white rolling fog.
Oh, that's the La Vie collection.
In the La Vie collection, you're correct. And let's see, what else can I find here? The deco liner is the La Vie white rolling fog. The shower pan, so the dark pan at the bottom is Sandstorm Sahara driftwood wood. And I think that's a discontinued, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't believe we have it any longer, but they did a really nice job.
That's really pretty. I love that.
Really nice size master closet, primary closet, excuse me. Notice that we had wood shelves and poles in our closet. That is standard with Adair. We don't use the metal plastic coated shelving. They don't hold up. Also at the time of this build, we were putting in just the curtain rod. Now we will give you a glass shower door included in that build. There's been a lot of upgrades in Adair since December. We have really taken large steps in increasing the standards that come with each of our homes. Come on, guys, let's hit us up with some questions.
I love the views out of this house.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yes. That's what this is in Woodland, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right up the hill. You're noticing the doors, they are a hollow core 6-panel door. Those are standard with all Adair builds, as well as the doorknobs. We're going to provide a brushed nickel round doorknob. And
it looks like they were planning for a future TV mount there on their wall.
Oh, did you see it?
It looked like there was
back up. Yeah. So yeah, they elected to have that mounted above as opposed to the standard mount, which is typically below. When you set your homeowner up with a homeownership counselor, you can specify where you want all the electrical outlets, which is really helpful if you're hanging a TV and you don't want the cords.
So nice.
Let's point out this floor as we're moving through. It is a luxury vinyl plank flooring. It looks just like hardwoods. It's very durable. It's waterproof. Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is really pretty.
And
oh my gosh,
I don't know what
deck.
flooring it is.
It's the Polaris Plus Oyster Oak.
Yes, and I believe we still carry that.
I think so.
Look at that view.
Yeah.
You see right here, these caps. These are outlets that they've added on the floor because they knew their furniture would be floating in the room and they don't want to deal with extension cords. You have 6 recessed lights that were added into this kitchen, or excuse me, into the great room. And then you have the kitchen tucked into the corner, passing through the dining room with a nice sliding glass door out to their porch that they've already built. It was a customer build for this porch. Look at this countertop. You know what this is? I was really surprised. This is our, where am I? It's my favorite, Nero Mist.
Yeah, that granite.
This is honed Nero Mist. I didn't realize it had as much white in it. I love it. And the sample that we have is small and it doesn't show any white. It shows browns and doesn't show that creamy color, but isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, I like this one. And I like the matte finish that it has.
I do too. I want to put this in my cabin. This is their little island, but looking back, you can see the fireplace. So they opted for our fireplace and they used a Potenza tile, which comes standard with the fireplace, and they did the built out mantle, which they'll paint. It's a drywall built out mantle. We do have 3 different mantle choices in above this, if you'd like. They chose the Regent wood, I believe, the Regency stain. So it's a very dark, almost black stain.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that this is a 9-foot ceiling. They've got, are those 31-inch uppers?
Yeah, it's just vaulted.
So these are 31-inch uppers.
And are these standard cabinets here that we're looking at?
Well, they would be today. They did a shaker door with the Regent stain, and yes, it was standard even at the time. So this is one of our standard cabinets, no additional cost. The countertop is granite, so that would be an upgrade. But look at the appliance package. This is our standard electric appliance package by Whirlpool. So you see the glass cooktop. It's a drop-in, a standalone stove with the black and stainless finish, a built-in microwave hood vent, and the stainless front dishwasher. Backsplash, I know they have an upgrade. I think it's still the
it is the H2O collection, and it's in white.
It's really hard to see it. There's like different definition in it, and it's very difficult to see it in this video.
Yeah, but it's a really pretty tile.
Gorgeous. This looks just so classic with this the LVP floor. And notice they have an undermounted sink. They chose the single bowl undermount sink. These 2 pendant lights are optional above their island. They have a little overhang where they can place stools underneath for the kiddos to sit or to have a glass of wine while you're cooking. This is probably one of our smallest islands also. As a build with Adair, you will be responsible for bringing in your own refrigerator and your own washer and dryer. We didn't get a shot of this either, but this is a nice little pantry there.
Brenda, is it possible to make the island bigger?
You bet. I've had customers that have actually turned it. So we've taken this and we've elongated it to make it a rectangle out towards the living room. You really want about 4 feet of space between your cooking area, but we've made them a little tighter for folks as well, as long as it meets code. Have you done anything special for your customers? I know you've built this house out too.
Yeah, just the same thing that you've done, make it
Elongated.
longer. Yeah, and then some people want seating on two sides and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you got plenty of space. If you're not doing a huge diner here, you can pull this out a little bit into that area. I've had customers move the sliding glass door down the wall a bit. We can do anything you desire. So this is the shell and you can help us create the inside. Whatever it is that you'd like to do, we can knock out walls. We can do quite a bit of customization to these plans. And if you really don't want any of our plans, bring your own plan. Just don't spend the money to have it engineered, because we will engineer it. You can just bring us a drawn footprint. You can snag something offline. There's so many plans out there. It is a bit of a different path and it's a bit more expensive, but it's the #1 home that we build in Adair, custom home.
Absolutely. And how much does a vaulted ceiling like this usually run?
Vaulted ceilings are right around 11 to 13, 14,000, depending on the footprint of the home. Excuse me. I stand corrected. Look at your face. You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Oh my God, you're
talking a 9-foot ceiling, and I apologize. The vaulted ceiling runs anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000. Would you say that's a good variance?
Yeah, I would say usually around 3. And then the 9-foot ceiling package, that's a good thing to talk about because it is significantly more. So
this is 9 foot. It looks like it's 9 foot to me.
I'm not seeing 9-foot ceilings on their order unless I'm just super blind.
It's not. The 9-foot ceiling pack, folks.
What does that come with?
Let me show. Okay. If this were a 9-foot ceiling package and a vaulted ceiling, these windows in the 9-foot package upgrade, it's a facelift. So every window is a foot taller. So if you're in the light, 9 foot's the way to go. You also receive the 36-inch kitchen cabinets, not 31. So you get an additional 6 inches at that top rail, which most people aren't tall enough for, but man, it's great for storing things you don't use all the time. Your sliding glass door is a true 8-foot slider. Told you my mouth was going to be all twisty. Your garage door is going to be an 8-foot garage door, which is really important to some people that have those trucks. It is a facelift. That one costs between 11 and probably 14,000, depending on the footprint. It's the entire first floor.
It's a good price for that, though.
Yeah, it really is. So these are 8-foot ceilings. They just seem really tall to me.
I confirmed on the plans, 8-foot ceilings.
So here's a bathroom. I don't think we're going to get a shot of the flooring in here. It is a vinyl floor to save them money. This is a great shot of our standard tub shower surround. You can see this tub is fairly deep because it's very narrow. It's a nice little soaking tub. And then you get the fiberglass walls that don't have a ton of texture to them, so they're easy to keep clean. And here we're looking at another HD laminate countertop in the same color. I hope we get a picture of the floor. Here we go. That's a good picture of the vinyl. So here's a great transition from luxury vinyl plank over to our standard vinyl product. You can mix and match. They did this to save money. And I believe this one is it Newport News? Newport?
It is.
I'm looking.
Newport. Yep.
It's the Natural Luxe Newport. It's a wonderful product because it has a mesh fiberglass backing. It's very durable and it looks like wood. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
I like the lighter color. That's the best way to do it when you're trying to merge two products together. Instead of trying to get them to look identical, it's a giveaway.
Yeah, it is a dead giveaway. It never works.
Here's their lovely furnace that's required to be in conditioned space. There's just enough room in this house to put this closet, and they've got a little storage space also. So this is kind of nice to store the stuff no one wants to look at.
Yeah, vacuum, mop, cleaning supplies.
Absolutely. Justina, what's the measurements of this little bedroom?
This one is going to be an 11 by 10 and 11 inches. So basically an 11 by 11.
Good size room.
Mm-hmm.
The one next to it's a tiny bit smaller.
Oh, so, okay, I did them backwards. So the smaller one is 11 by 11. The larger one is an 11-foot 8-inch by about 12 feet.
Huh. Those are pretty good sized rooms.
They're great size rooms. I remember the first time I walked this house in person and I was just like blown away because it felt so much larger than, 1,900 square feet.
It's so true. When I have customers that come in and the first thing they say is, we have to have a 2,400 square foot house. And I'm like, how come? And they're like, well, that's what we're in now. We just like the space. And I'm like, what year was the house built?
Right.
Adair Homes is remarkable with the space usage, and our smaller homes. I mean, guys, we built a house that's 1,200 square feet and it's my favorite footprint. It's small, but it's just so livable, and the kitchen is phenomenal. It's called the Douglas. It's a great little house. I just pause here because look at that view. Wow.
I love that.
So here's our covered patio. We will do the cover, which has your lighting in it. It's got enclosed soffits, and it's got your column work. And then the customer came back and had this beautiful deck built.
That is gorgeous.
They had a pretty good slope on this lot. You can see here, it's a going. And you can see right in the concrete work here, there's steps. So each step has a money associated cost to it. It does require additional foundation and materials. And we will determine that cost with a very good estimate at your property evaluation. So you'll know going into the build what that additional cost will be. It's different for every customer because every lot is a little different. You can see we even have, see, there was quite a bit. It was about $8,000 in additional foundation costs for this customer.
Yeah, I'm looking at their order and it looks like they had 5 feet of slope.
They opted to go with propane, and they got their little propane tank there. I'm not sure what they went with because they went with an electric gas. Oh, their gas fireplace. Their gas fireplace was converted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am going to just run through this, but I'm going to see if I can make it nicer quality and maybe a little faster. And I'm just going to allow you to listen to the lovely music. Isn't that pretty? And then we'll go do something else. Good time to ask questions, folks.
Yes, it is. All right. So what other appliances are available if I do not like the standard appliances in the
That's
kitchen?
a good question. We have 2 Gourmet Kitchen packages. We also can convert the electric standard to a gas standard for an associated cost. Our Gourmet packages, I'll show you pictures of them briefly in a few minutes, but they come with 2 built-in electric ovens, an electric cooktop or a gas cooktop, a built-in microwave, a true hood vent, and your dishwasher. We have the mid-grade line, which is in the Whirlpool, and then we have the high-end line, which is KitchenAid. They're lovely.
Yes, they are.
And if you don't want 2 ovens, we can customize just to have 1 oven. We can modify just about everything, but you do have to utilize those products unless you want to bring in your own appliances. You may opt to have those pulled out, and you will provide us with the specifications of your appliances, and we will build your cabinetry around those. That's a good question.
Yeah, it is. We have another really good question. So this one is in regards to the freestanding garage. So how much would the freestanding garage be and converted into a fully functioning mother-in-law suite? So I think,
Interesting.
yeah,
So, our standalone garage, the pricing varies per branch. I think our branch was 60,000? Do you remember?
yeah, it was around
I think it
60,000.
was around 60,000 for that. Now, to convert it to a mother-in-law plan will be custom, and you're gonna go down a custom home path with us, and it's gonna, I would say, cost at least 120 to 130,000 to build that, because we have a 512 plan, which is our mother-in-law suite of 512 square feet. That at my branch is in the upper 90s. Okay, so if you were to do the 720 custom, you're going to be looking, I would guess, at my branch around 120 to 130, depending on the finishes that you like.
Yeah, I think that's a
I don't
good,
know. Is that a good answer to the question, Justina?
yeah, I think that's a good estimate. And I know for me, the 512 suite is around 112,000 to start. So I'm quoting people for detached ADUs to be starting at anywhere from 140 to 150.
Wow.
And then going up from there. I would caution anyone who is looking at doing something like that to be sure that you are really researching it with your jurisdiction ahead of time and ahead of paying us for custom plans, because some jurisdictions have certain restrictions around ADUs, and it's really important to be aware of those restrictions before you start going down the rabbit hole of designing an ADU, whether it be attached or detached.
Most definitely. There are a lot of quirks, and it's very important that you understand what you're popping into.
Okay. So we have another question regarding mother-in-law suites. Mother-in-law suites are just becoming really popular, aren't they?
Yeah,
People
they
are
are.
like planning for family members to be taken care of, or they want an extra space to rent out and make additional income or whatever. Can you repeat how much your attached 512 suite costs in
My attached 12 suite starts in the upper 90s, like 97 plus. And that is, of course, with your home. That would be a complete standard build, does not take into account slopes. It's just the Adair standard. And Justina, yours in the Arizona branch starts at 114?
112, yeah.
112, okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
so it can be expensive.
It can be, yeah. Less expensive than
Buying another piece of land.
facilities, though.
Way less expensive. I have a parent that's in a facility right now, and wow, I wish I had done a 512.
So we have another really good question, which makes me feel like we did not do a very good job at explaining what we do. So are we able to build our houses on people's land?
Okay, maybe the question wasn't asked. Maybe clarify your question for us. But if you build, let's say, an ADU on a piece of land, you can come back and build your own house on that land. It's your land, you can do whatever. If you want Adair Homes to build a house on your parcel, that is what we do. So we are an on your lot builder. You bring us the land and we will build the house. You may bring us your floor plan and we will custom that floor plan to Adairize it, and we will build that home. We will not use other builders' engineered floor plan or an architectural set from a private architect. We will redo those and engineer them ourselves. Does that answer that person's question? Because it kind of threw me. They
Yes.
stumped us.
I think it does. And then how do we ensure that we can build on somebody's property?
Good question. So when we at Adair Homes have a piece of land, sorry, I'm trying to fix my screen so I can open this up so you can look at it.
Yes.
When you're interested in building a home with Adair Homes, take 6 steps to get into an order. The first thing that we need is a financial approval from you. It has to be from one of our preferred lenders. No, you cannot use a broker. You must use a preferred lender from our list. Why? Because you are participating. You are an owner to do person. You are preparing your own site for us to build on. With our help, of course, and we're going to walk you through all of it. It's not a big deal, but you're not a general contractor. Some underwriters get a little uncomfortable with that. So we have vetted 22 well-rounded, robust lenders that will work with you. Okay, next, finding and securing your land. Find a piece of land. You fall in love with it, but can I build on it? Great question. You need to put a purchase and sale agreement on that land. You need to work with a real estate agent that understands land acquisition to help you negotiate the time period you'll need. And then you have Adair Homes come do a complimentary site visit for you. We will meet you on site. We will take the floor plan that you're interested in. We will ensure that that fits. We will measure the slope. We will do a look at the infrastructure for you, and we will put together a report. All of this being said, it's done for you because you have chosen Adair Homes to build, even though you haven't given us any money yet. Okay. After that site visit, you will have some homework and determine some costs for building your site up. Excavation, well, septic, water hookup, sewage hookup, concrete work. There is a list of items that we provide you all of the information for to call the right folks and get these bids together. And then that's your responsibility to complete. If your house is going to cost, let's say if feasibility is going to cost $150,000 and your lot costs $90,000, do you have the money in your budget to still build the Adair homes that you want? That's what a home ownership counselor does. That's our primary job, is to ensure that you get the home you want within your budget. Sometimes people throw the land back out to the sea because they find that great priced land usually costs more to develop. Not in all cases, okay? So that is a long question about finishing or how you find out if your land is feasible. You're going to do it with Adair's help, and you're going to then go into contracts and build your home.
That's a great answer. And that really helps people know how simple it is to get through the steps of doing this, and that they're going to have help along the way. We do have another question, and I'm loving all the questions we're getting today, by the way. How much extra would it cost to convert the 2-car garage into a finished insulated garage?
So first off, I want you to know that that's a custom pricing, but it's not a custom floor plan. So your homeownership counselor can help price that out for you as you're moving through our pipeline. It is custom priced at our corporate office. Your homeownership counselor can estimate the cost for that. The hard costs will come to you after you've completed a site visit with Adair Homes and you're moving through the process. I hate to give a cost because we build in so many different areas and jurisdictions. It's going to vary branch to branch. So you really need to determine where your build is going to take place and reach out to a homeownership counselor to price that. I'm not trying to be vague at all, but it's just something that's really difficult to just pull out of my hat. And never like to give misleading information. I just want to point out real quickly while we're moving along here, again, keeping my eye on time, we've got about 15 minutes left. This bit.ly link, if you want to write it down, please do so. It will take you to the Adair YouTube channel, and it has about 50 to 80 virtual tours on it now. There will be all kinds of our footprints. There will be custom homes. For Justina and I do a lot of them. We always team together. We're getting a reputation. People really like our virtual tours for the information that we can provide you. Anyhow, they're all an hour long, but when you're on YouTube, you can just grab that cursor and you don't have to listen to us. You can pop and stop, and you can look at different upgrades and get a really good idea of the feel for interiors of the homes.
Okay. While you're on this screen, what home is pictured here? Somebody is interested in this home in particular.
This actual home is called the Bannock. It is in our Riata collection, which simply means modern. We have in the Pacific Northwest, I think 3 or 4 currently that are available in this elevation. Remember, elevation is the lipstick on the outside of the house. With the exception of the Bannock, it is its own entity, but we do have a floor plan very similar to this. You can have 12-foot ceilings in this particular home. It's glorious. It's really popular. Any other questions before I move? Okay, I think I'm going to hop out of this.
I think we misunderstood the question about the garage, because the garage is going to come finished.
So what's the
with
question?
Fire tape.
And so then let's talk about our garages then. On your firewall, that's walls that are joining your home. They will be insulated with your firewall. All other walls that aren't adjoining an interior wall will not have insulation. They will have drywall and they're fire taped. Yes. You may come in and drop your own insulation in quite easily from the attic area because you won't have any attic insulation above your garage either. We can insulate that for you if you like. It will run between $1,000 and probably, I don't know, $1,500, $1,600, depending on the size of that garage, if there's 3 bays, etc. So you can do it yourself after the build if you're a handyman, or you can have Adair do it for you. But that entire garage will be drywalled. It will not be taped and floated. It's fire taped. There is no texture and no painting. I just wanted to show everyone our approved lender list. You can get this from a home ownership counselor, but just to show you the 22 that we currently have. And we have our own in-house, which is Go Mortgage. That is also Adair Financial Services.
There's a lot of options there for people to choose from.
There are. Let's just talk a little bit about site development. I find it to be one of the things that really scares customers away. It's not that big of a deal. It's something that our customers have done for 50, I don't know, for how long have we been in business? 1969? Do the math. Don't know. Come on, Justina.
53.
53? I'm a real sharp tack. We've had it. We've had customers do it for 53 years. We've built over 25,000 homes. We know how to do this. We're going to give you the script on how to do it. We are here backing you up. You're just doing the legwork. You're making phone calls. You're going to be a project manager, unless you're super handy and you want to do all this yourself. You're going to go through permitting with your county. That means that Adair Homes is going to provide you all the engineered floor plans. and the permit package, and you're going to walk to your county and you're going to pay your permitting fees out of your budget, and you're going to go through permitting. We have an entire department set up for questions and concerns and road bumps. All you have to do is call them. What do I do? They'll tell you. Okay. Concrete. That's deck steps, patios, walkways, whatever you want. Flagstone, brushed aggregate, or what is it? Exposed aggregate, brushed concrete, your own arts and crafts. It's anything outside of the home that's covered. So maybe your entrance porch, maybe a covered patio. Do you want a walkway over to your garage? And do you want to have a parking slab outside of your garage? That's up to you. It's your land. You get to create what you like. Justina, what did you do at your house?
My house in Washington had flagstone.
My house down. Gorgeous.
It was good. I miss it very much, actually. My house down here, though, is all pavers. So even my my driveway is pavers. Everything's pavers. So
that's why Adair gives you this option, folks. It's not because we want to make you do additional work. We want you to have the ability to choose what you like. And we just couldn't have that many subcontractors in our wings because it's very particular. And each contractor has their own niche. You're going to push the dirt with an excavator. We have a bunch of those, and we'll give you our preferred excavators. They do the yeoman's amount of work. They will do trenching from water and from sewage or wells and septics. Some of them install septic systems. They will do the landing pad. They will do, the footprint of the home. They will do the driveway. They will bring in the right amount of gravel for your driveway to meet specifications. They will come back and do the backfill. They are key and they are awesome. The folks that we have working with Adair they're great. Electricity, water, and sewage. Those are all your responsibility. Why? Because you own the land. So you are going to take care of those items with our help. And you're going to rent a porta pot. Pretty simple. Any other questions?
Yes.
Out of this?
So we have someone that is on our virtual open house and they are stating that they have VA funding. Will any of these lenders work with the VA?
Well, I can tell you that our lender, AFS, Man Mortgage, North Point, Life, the main the main folks that we use are not currently doing VA construction loans. Why, you might ask? Well, you can thank COVID for most of this and our supply chain. It is just taking too long, and the specifications for the VA loans aren't able to be met. Unfortunately, it means that the builder then has to pay additional cash on behalf of the veteran. So what we can do for you, and I'm a veteran myself, I love working with you all. We'll put you in a regular construction loan. It's called a one-time close loan or two-time close loan. At the end of that loan, we'll convert you into your VA loan. It is done all the time and works well. It will, though, require a 5% down payment with Adair Financial. I will not speak for the required down payments for other lenders. They vary. Adair Financial's down payment will be 5%. Unless you already own land and you have quite a bit of equity in that land, then it might go down to 0. Did that answer the question, you think?
I think it did, yes.
Okay.
But if it didn't, they can ask a follow-up question because we've still got questions open.
We're going to pop into our option book really quickly, just because I want to show you how many options are available and all the different choices.
Oh, can I interrupt you?
Yeah, perfect time.
Because we have somebody on here who has land on Whidbey Island near the beach.
Lucky.
And they're asking about site development costs we've projected on, on this call that the average is around 50,000. They have a lot that already has a septic system. It's a sand filter system. So how much could they in their mind deduct from that 50,000?
Sand filter?
Mm-hmm.
They run about 20,000 to install, sometimes more.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to call your branch that would be building for you and talk to the homeownership counselor, because every county's different. But my advice is make sure your well is the septic system is a valid septic with the county. Make sure it's set up for the number of bedrooms, or confirm the number of bedrooms that it can handle. And just make sure it's in working condition with the county. I'm going through septic issues right now with a couple of my customers. So due diligence is the most important thing you can do. Due diligence on your land. Learn your land. You're the one that's going to live on it. Let's take a look at our options. We're going to pop through standards. You saw these already in our virtual tour. Here are the sinks you saw. They didn't have a half bath, but this would be your pedestal sink in your half bath. Because they got granite, they didn't get the standard sink, which is a double bowl stainless steel sink, which is a 22 gauge. It's an okay sink. Not super low stainless, but it's definitely a little above a builder grade. We'll give you a garbage disposal by Moen. We have larger ones if you want to upgrade. We're going to give you a standard height elongated front 15-inch toilet. Here is the tub shower surround we saw. These are all of our standard faucet collection. They will come in the base price of your home. They are brushed nickel. Here are our standard lights. They're also brushed nickel. Your exterior light is just like that for most of the elevations. Other elevations will show them in the website. This will go with classic, traditions, signature, and then you're going to bump to different lights that come standard. If you do not like our lights and you want to bring your own lights, you can no longer do that. You must choose an Adair light package. We have lots, but if you don't like them, get these and then take them out and donate to Habitat for Humanity and help somebody that's in need, and bring in your own. Best suggestion I can give of the day. Here's this is what our entry door looks like on a classic elevation. I don't actually know why it's there. And there's our standard garage door. It is insulated, folks, just to let you know. Those are questions people don't even think about.
And it does come with a garage door opener as well. So
it does.
Put that in.
Here's our first upgrade we talked about. So here is your gas and electric cooktops with these items. This is the Whirlpool package. Then you pop up to your KitchenAid. It's phenomenal. If I was building, I would get this. It's well worth the money. This dishwasher is just dialed in. Here are your upgrade option sinks. So when you're doing quartz or granite, you'll get a single bowl or a double bowl undermount. Either one is your choice. It comes with the granite, but if you want to upgrade to a top mount sink by Kohler, or if you want to do a premium stainless steel sink, this is 16 gauge, folks. That is a very low gauge. This is 18 gauge. It's still phenomenal. This is an awesome sink. Then you've got farm sinks, double bowls, single bowls. We got bar prep. We have freestanding tubs with on the ground mounted faucets, pot fillers. These are all bells and whistles you can pay for. Here's kitchen faucets in modern Here are kitchen faucets in traditional. You can see the look is different. They come in different finishes. This is stainless, oil rub bronze, matte black. Over here, stainless, matte black. So this traditional one will come in oil rub bronze. Boom, plumbing. We have modern plumbing. We have traditional plumbing, different colors. And we have our upgraded sinks.
And these plumbing fixtures are all still coming from Moen, correct?
Everything's Moen. Moen gives a a limited lifetime warranty on all of their products. They're a good company. Here's our fiberglass shower. If you happen to build a home that has our drop-in soaking tub that comes automatically. If you choose to pull your shower out, you can do a fiberglass pan floor with tiled walls, or you can do a full tiled unit with the glass shower doors. Freestanding tubs, elongated tall toilets. These are phenomenal. They have the skirted front. They are a little spendy, but they're top of the line.
And easy to clean.
And we have our utility sinks, freestanding, drop-in. Now, this is what I was talking about. So, standard light package, you saw in brushed nickel. Our first lighting would be our contemporary, and this is what it looks like. These are where you're going to be having all of these lights, dining, entry for a 2-story, sconces if you'd like them, your bathroom vanity. These are the pendant lights that you put in the kitchen. Here's your entry light for single, and your surface mount lights for your bedrooms and hallways. This is a package. You can't pick and choose. You buy all or nothing, okay? Same thing with our Modern Farm collection with the seated glass. I love them.
They're very
And then we have one more. We have our mid-century modern look, which I think is just cool because I love the 50s.
This one's my favorite of all of them.
Great. But you've got to choose one of these packages or stick with the standard. If you don't like any of these, just stay standard. We do have ceiling fans now at Adair Homes. You can choose any of these, or you can have us just do the box and the electric for you. And you can purchase your own and bring it in after the build. Here's some more of the exterior lights. This is for the Riata or Modern collection. This is our Craftsman light, and this is our Farmhouse light. The other one that you saw back a few pages was for the other elevations, and you have a little Arizona splash in here. Yours are cute. I love those lights.
They're really cute.
You have some exterior lights that you can upgrade to also, and these are for purchase. I have a lot of customers do these floodlights.
Oh yeah, when you're on large properties, you want those.
We are probably, we're out of time. Anyways, the rest of the stuff is just more to look at. We all have design centers at our branches. Some branches get to have, some branches get, what is it? A model home. Good Lord,
yes.
help me. If you have a model home, folks, it's great because you get to get in and you get the feel. If you just have a design center, you could go in and feel and touch, look at the products, take pictures of them. So I highly recommend you meet up with a homeownership counselor at your given branch and come in for a visit. They can educate you. Our website is really robust. Spend some time there. If you get stuck, give a call to the online sales team. They'll help you. They can get you an appointment with your branch, and they can also answer a lot of questions. Justina, you have anything you would like to say final?
I think that's it. I just would really encourage anyone who has not met with a homeownership counselor to get in, sit down, talk about your individual project specifically so you can figure out how to get started and get your home built. We're here to help you. We're here to educate you and make you a smart builder. Yes. So give us a call. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a great weekend coming up. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye.